Countdown, presented by BSC, Investors Protection Fund.
Welcome back. So as we said, CRISIL has come up with a study and they're looking at signs of rising delinquencies in the commercial vehicle financing space. Pawan Agrawal, Senior Director, CRISIL Ratings, now joins in. Pawan, thanks for joining in. Run us through your recent report. What are the parameters which led you to assess that there's actually a stress building up in CV loans?
Yeah, so what we did, Surabhi, is that we looked at the securitization pools that we have. And we have about ratings on 80 securitization pools that contain CV assets within them. Together they constitute about 20,000 crore in terms of total quantum of assets securitized. When we looked at collection performance of these securitization pools on a monthly basis, as a part of our ongoing surveillance activity, what we realized is that in recent months we are seeing that the collection efficiency trends have actually been showing a declining trend. And they continue to decline and reached a level below 95% for the first time after a period of 3 years. And the last time that we saw the collection efficiency reach these levels was somewhere around in 2009. So to that extent, this is indicative of some weakening in the repayment behavior that we are witnessing in this asset class particularly. And that is something which going forward can lead to some amount of increase in non-performing assets.
Pawan, then how should one correlate this fall in collection ratio to actual rise in NPAs then?
So the collection efficiency is, I would say, the first indicator of a trend, and collection efficiency indicates that whatever you are supposed to collect in a month, to what extent are you collecting on time, and whatever gets delayed or overdues is something that is reflected in what we track as on an ongoing basis called a delinquency. And once a delinquency crosses a 90% threshold, a 90-day threshold, which is what we call as 90 plus day past due, that is when it is more confirmation of the pressure. And from a reporting perspective at an NBFC level, the NPAs are reported only once the delays cross 180-day period. So I would say that at this stage these are more initial level signs, and to some extent this is validated by our portfolio analysis that we are seeing on 90 plus DPD levels, where across 8 or 9 originators that we work with, we've seen the portfolio levels 90 plus DPD increase by about 100 basis points. So to some extent there is a correlation that we are seeing on the collection efficiency dipping with the 90 plus DPD trends that we are witnessing in the portfolio.
Pawan, this trend of slightly rising delinquency levels, is it evident in all the NBFCs you rate or only limited to 1 or 2?
I would say it is a sectoral trend, Surabhi. However, I should also add that specifically when I look at within the CV asset class, it is the heavy commercial vehicles which is where the pressure is more evident. So therefore, when we look at securitization portfolios, the portfolios or the pools where the proportion of heavy commercial vehicles is higher, that is where you are seeing weakness to be a little more compared to others.
Pawan, just hold in there. We've got a quick break to take. We'll be back, continue this conversation on the other side.
Countdown, presented by BSC, Investors Protection Fund. Countdown, presented by BSC, Investors Protection Fund.
Welcome back. You're watching Countdown. We're in conversation with Pawan of CRISIL. Pawan, then we were talking about the kind of stress that we're seeing. Why the stress now? I mean, we've been in a down cycle for over 2 years now. So is there any particular reason it's showing up now?
See, so far if you look at retail assets in general have been performing very well. And as we have indicated in our release, this is the first time we saw that the pressure that we have been seeing on the commercial asset side, which is the loans which are non-retail loans, we are seeing that pressure or the first signs of pressure on the retail side. Although at this stage it is only with visible in commercial vehicle loans. So far we are seeing that other retail assets like housing or car or microfinance continue to perform in a stable manner. I think the real reason for the commercial vehicle loans coming under pressure is the weakness in the cash flows of the truck operators and the transport operators, primarily because of weakness in demand, I would say, little bit of overcapacity that has been built up in the industry, and also the fact that input prices have actually gone up and are expected to go up in the near term as well.
Pawan, to what extent will this, impairment of asset quality on the CV side impact overall NPA numbers for NBFCs? Is there a rough guesstimate that you have?
Now, at this stage, Surbhi, I think it will be little difficult for us to put that in terms of numbers, because a lot of it depends upon to what extent and degree this trend continues. It also will depend upon the collection performance and the focus that each of these companies put in, because typically a lot of effort on collection side is put in after the 30-day or 60-day or a 90-day bucket. A loan crosses those kind of days past due. So till the time it's reported into NPAs, there is a period of 180 days where a lot of this collection effort and the performance of that collection effort will also plays an important role. But I think we will most likely, because given the underlying pressure that we are seeing on the transport operators, some of it delinquencies that we are seeing will deepen further and will slip. I think estimation in terms of quantification will require a little more time in terms of the trend that we are witnessing.
All right, thanks Pawan for joining in. With that, it's also a wrap on this edition of Countdown. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Countdown, presented by BSC, Investors Protection Fund.